Welcome to the My Curious Colleague podcast with your host, me, Denise Vinieri. We'll be talking all things consumer relations with a focus on consumer product goods organizations and the brand specialist and analyst roles and responsibilities. So, if you like CPGs like I like CPGs, marketing, insights, and caring deeply for your consumers, well, take a listen. Hello, my curious colleagues. Today we have a special episode. It is an opening of what I think is a book, and a book that I've been waiting for. So let's see, and I'll take you through my experience. Okay. All my podcast listeners, I'm just going into the bag and pulling it up. Ooh. I like the colors. They're sort of like, it's almost red, white, and blue, but it's more like a purpley. It looks like the colors are purple and coral and white, and it's really gorgeous. And the book is called Customer Experience4. And to be truthful, this is the first one of these series of numbered customer experiences book that I've had a chance to pick up. And what I like the idea that it's like this cadre of authors. They say there's 18 international CX professionals sharing their best thinking on achieving impact and visibility through world-class best practice CX. That's a big promise. I like to have the paperback or the hard copy of a book, because I have a feeling something like this, I'm going to be taking notes and making marks throughout the book and highlights. And what's most exciting for me this time around is that a colleague of mine, Neal Topf, alleges that he wrote a chapter on this. I'd have to actually see it to believe it. And my new colleague, Gregorio Uglione, I'm sure I'm messing his name up, is also an author. And I recognize some of these other faces, but of course don't know them personally. Yeah. So, okay. And here is Neal Topf's face. So it must be true. I'm going to go over quickly to the table of contents. So it looks like there's a chapter per person. And the forward is James Dodkins. Yes, I'm familiar with James. I've seen some of his stuff. Yeah, he's the customer experience rock star guy. I love that hook. All right, let's look for my friend Neal Topf's chapter. All right. Well, the last will be first. He is the last chapter, and it talks about his podcast, what a customer experience podcasting can teach us. Well, I am totally hooked into that title because as a podcaster, I know that my joy is bringing value to the audience, but also I really enjoy learning. I'm a lifelong learner, like many of you are, and it's always fun. I take away many things from each episode, and I'm really grateful for that. So I've got this on the reading list, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have Neal on the podcast to talk further about his experience as, I believe, a first-time published author. Okay, and then Gregorio's chapter is titled CX is a Team Sport, 3 Tactics to Control the Game and Score Goals when Servicing Customers. And you can see, or I don't know if you can see, but the print is really nice. It's not too big, it's not too small. There's plenty of white space, like I said, for me to make my notes. And it really gets you, into understanding the authors. All the authors' photos are in the back, so you can really have that personal experience as you listen to their words on the chapter. Okay, that's it. I am very excited to read the book. It's edited by Andrew Priestley and Naeem Arif. And like I said, I am very excited to snuggle up with this one. If you've learned even a kernel of an idea or was inspired by this episode, please consider rating and reviewing the podcast on Apple Podcast. Be sure to share out the hashtag CPGCX because CPGCX really and truly rocks.
You have been listening to the My Curious Colleague podcast with Denise Vinieri. Thank you for your time.